What is going on, guys? Lannis here. I just woke up and I saw that the War Z review video, part one, to which I know I was going to make like a follow-up video, part two, got over 1,000 views, which is surprising because my videos normally don't get that many views. And I think a lot of people didn't really understand what I was trying to say. A little people, yes, no. A lot of people actually sort of misconstrued it as me just hating on the game for no apparent reason. And let me explain that I do have fun with the game. And after uploading that video today, I went straight back into the game to play a little bit more and see if I was maybe wrong. I am pretty active on the WarZ forums. I try to help the developers improve their game. And I would never say that it's a scam. I think that is just the wrong thing to say. It is an actual game. It would be a scam if it was just, an actual game that took them like a week to make. Just a fake game, basically. And you can tell that this game was made by the developers and there was time put into it. And it's not just a scam. I do, however, think that it's sort of a cash grab, seeing as the game was developed after the DayZ came out. You can tell by pretty much all of the game's mechanics being ripped completely just from DayZ and then put into this game. And I'm not saying that's bad, because, when you steal something well and it works well, then that's fine. It's better to steal something from someone else and have it work very well than make up your own idea that doesn't work. The WarZ obviously took a lot of ideas from DayZ. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's the way it is, and it's pretty obvious. Pretty much everything in the game so far, when it comes to gameplay mechanics, is exactly the same as it is or was in DayZ. So that's something that I just couldn't help noticing. So, in my opinion, like a lot of people have said, yes, it is kind of a cash grab, but I do think that the developer is putting time into it and effort, and that he should not be just put away as a scam or a quick cash grab. It's not really a quick cash grab, but they are trying to sort of take DayZ's audience, and they're doing a pretty good job at it. But at the same time, I do feel that it's more than just that. It is a fun game. It just has a lot of issues. Now, this video I made, the part 1 video, was just to warn people not to get it just for the alpha like I did. I saw that if you purchased the game early, you got early access to the alpha and the beta. And I figured maybe it's going to be, it's an alpha, it's going to be playable, and it should be lots of fun, seeing as the developer says that the game has been in production for over 2 years, since before DayZ came out. But because there was no such zombie game, they didn't feel like it was a safe option to just release this game. I don't believe him, to be perfectly honest, seeing as this game looks like a game that has been in production for about a year or less than a year. Like I said, the animations are pretty bad, okay? And I honestly don't think they're going to fix this for the full game. I cannot believe that, because I don't think I've ever seen a game that was poorly reviewed in alpha where they actually changed the whole game, the animations, the graphics, everything for the full game. Yes, it is true that the graphics are somewhat better. I mean, the character models look way better than in DayZ. The weapons look better. The zombies are obviously not really great looking. I don't know what the cause of this is, because if you look at the screenshots they released before, everything looks pretty amazing. And then you come into the actual game and you're like, what happened? Because this is not the game that they've been showing in all of their images and whatnot. So the weapons have been ripped from War Inc., their previous game. They've just ported them over. They look exactly the same. I've seen screenshots where they compare the weapons side by side. There's no difference. Only difference is the lighting in this game is a little bit darker than in War Inc., but the weapons are 100% the same. So you can tell by these things that this game has not been in development for very long. So I guess you can say that it is sort of a cash grab after DayZ. However, that shouldn't really be the main point of this game. I mean, it still is its separate game. And that's sort of what I was trying to do with that little review. Just warning people not to get the alpha, because let's be honest, it is not playable almost. I mean, I do have fun with it because of the other players, But everyone, like I said in the first video, just kills one another. As soon as you find a gun, you start shooting other people. That's what happens in this game. There's no friendlies whatsoever. Everybody just flocks to this city, which is not even big, and there's guns everywhere, and everybody just starts picking up guns, killing other people, dying, and it's just sort of annoying. Then there's also glitches with invisible zombies, stuff like that, and it just makes for almost an unplayable alpha. There is very little to do. And I also wanted to sort of elaborate when it comes to graphics. Yes, the game does look better than DayZ. That is definitely the truth. I'm not going to lie about this. But keep in mind, DayZ is only a mod that was, I think, made by one person. And that was, it's a mod for Arma 2. And Arma 2 itself doesn't look amazing anymore because it's, it's kind of an older game by now. And this game is new. It should have been way better looking. Most of the actual locations are empty. In DayZ, if you walked into a building, it still had some sort of, decorations. And even if you walked into one of the tiny, farm houses, it had tables and chairs. And it may look, worse, but there was actually something. And in this game, whole buildings are just empty. And then there's just one item lying in a corner. And it just doesn't make sense to me why they would do this. I mean, yes, it looks like the graphics are obviously better, but why not go that extra mile and put in extra, just stuff that makes it look like it's a real location, like people actually just went and left everything behind because of a giant zombie apocalypse, and I'm just not getting that vibe from this game so far. But most of all, I just like to say that this is only for those people that are thinking of getting the game while it's in alpha. I don't think it's worth it, and that's why I felt to make a video. I felt a little bit screwed because the game, in videos that I've seen and in official screenshots they released, the game looked really good, and they said, oh, it's coming out alpha, and the betas are coming out only 2 weeks later. Most games that are in beta are super playable. I mean, take a look at, for example, PlanetSide. Minecraft was extremely playable in beta. I don't even remember what games I played in beta. I'm pretty sure that Mists of Pandaria looked great in beta. Most games that release beta actually look really good. So I'm just curious to see if in 2 weeks' time they're actually going to fix all of these issues to make the beta playable, which personally I doubt, seeing as there's so many issues that I don't think they can be solved in just 2 weeks. So, I mean, we're going to have to see about this, but considering the fact DayZ is in alpha still, they're going to make a standalone version, so it will probably remain in alpha until the standalone version arrives, which is supposedly the full game. But I'm looking forward to that way more than I am to the full game of this game. I hope people understand that I'm not just bashing on this game because I like DayZ more. I'm just being honest and bringing you facts from the alpha. I don't understand why you're not allowed to give your opinion on an alpha of a game just because they... bunny ears in ear might or might not fix it. I was on the forums and I couldn't find any patch notes on what they were planning on fixing. I see lots of people suggesting things like fix invisible zombies, fix PvP, all sorts of good suggestions actually, and I just don't see the game developers or admins or moderators commenting on these threads saying this is a good idea, this is what we should do. So I remain a little bit skeptical about if this game really is going to be that much better when it goes into beta. Just please keep in mind that this was just on the alpha, and I know that alphas are not, representative for the full game yet. There's still lots of things that may change. I just felt that it was a good idea to make a little video about the alpha with my review / first impressions to let people know exactly what it's like. Not because I hate this game, and it may not be fair to talk about an alpha when everything may change, and I understand that. You don't have to keep repeating, it's an alpha, literally everything is going to change, everything will be fixed. How do you know that? Do you have any proof? I couldn't find any patch notes. If you present me with just a link to some patch notes about this game getting fixed, or what the devs are just planning on fixing, then I'm just, freaking, I know that you're trying to tell me the truth, but it's right now I can't do anything in this game. I can't find any patch notes. The beta's coming out in 12 days right now, and the game is still unplayable pretty much at this rate. I can only play this for like 30 minutes at a time. when I'm playing with friends or like an hour, and otherwise I almost can't play it. I play like for 15 minutes. I make a new character, I spawn, walk into town, immediately get shot despite not having a single item in my inventory. So this is far from fun so far, honestly. Everybody says that DayZ has a big PvP problem, and it probably does. But this is even worse because literally everybody killed each other in the few hours that I played, which is probably around 5 hours. Every single person I ran into that was not me or Ray tried to kill me for no apparent reason. We said friendly. We even spammed friendly, don't shoot. I even dropped a weapon for someone. He still killed me with that weapon. I don't know. I can't play this right now. That's why I felt that it was necessary to make a little review of the alpha of the game. Not because I hate the game, because I feel it's honest towards people that are planning on getting the alpha. Because someone just left a comment saying, I'm a DayZ fed, I'm thinking about getting this game, blah blah blah, I want to buy other games. Is the game worth it? I want to let these people know that judging from the alpha, it is not worth it so far. Like I said, I'm going to make more videos as the game goes further, and if it gets way better, obviously I'm going to say I was wrong. I have no problem with admitting that. It might change, but for so far there's just no guarantee that this game is going to get way better, and that's why I felt it was necessary to make a video talking about this. I hope you guys understand that I'm not just trying to bash this game brainlessly, but I know it's an alpha. I know that some things might get fixed, but it's really unclear as to how they're going to improve the game that much in 12 more days. If they actually deliver a way better product in a beta, then you will hear me apologizing to you and giving you another video where I actually talk about this some more and explain that this game looks way better in beta than it did in alpha. But for now, this is my opinion. The game is just not very good right now. I hope you understand this. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.